Okay, so a little bit of a different background. I've been trying to film for the past couple days and it is just so dark and gloomy at like 3:30 when I usually film. It looks like it's about 8 o'clock at night. So a little bit different situation, but since I'm not really swatching anything in particular that you need to see in natural lighting, I thought I could go ahead and do my Project 10 Pan finale today. So when I started this, I had 12 items and I just wanted to finish off 10 of them. I've finished 10, so let me go ahead and show you the ones that I finished off since the last update. This first one here, this is all that's left of my Rimmel Scandaleyes waterproof kohl liner in black. And the last time that I sharpened it, the little teeny bit of lead that was in here, or pencil that was in here, fell out onto the ground. So, there really wasn't very much left. It was probably only like a millimeter or something, but I did have to glue this bottom base back to the pencil so I could sharpen it. It was kind of a pain, but I got down pretty far on this black one. I've had some of the nude ones in the past, and they definitely don't go down clear to that point. But anyway, this at my local Walmart where I picked it up retails for about $4.50, so there is that one. I also was able to finish off the Estee Lauder Resilience Lift Extreme Foundation. You can see my markings here on the back. When I got down to that point right there, it wouldn't pump out of the container anymore, so I actually had to unscrew the cap and kind of scoop down in there to get the last little bit out. This is a really thin foundation. It's really light in color too. I had the shade 1C1 Nude, which is pretty much one of the lightest shades that you can purchase from Estee Lauder. So this was mostly a mixing foundation for me, so I probably wouldn't pick this one up again, but this does retail for $42. So that one is finally done. And the last one that I was able to finish off is my color tattoo. Now this one is a limited edition shade. This is in Seashore Frost, and you can see there it's completely cleaned out. I do save my color tattoo containers because sometimes they come in handy to put other products in. I'm gonna hang on to this, but this was a beautiful kind of greenish blue color that shifted to, there was pink and purple and gold in this. It was absolutely gorgeous. I wish that it was a permanent color because it was that pretty, but this actually retails for $7. So with these three items right here, this in my hands is $53.50, so I'm going to go through and add this onto the other items that I've finished off so far, and I'll give you a grand total at the end of the video. But I wanted to touch on really quick the two items that were additional products that I didn't get a chance to finish. This first one, this is the MAC PowerPoint Eye Pencil in Bordeaux line, and the last time that I sharpened this one, this lead came out. It just landed on my counter, so wasn't that big of a deal, but there's really not a lot left here, so I'm probably gonna have to finish this off in the next week, but just a teeny bit left of this one. I'm not counting this as finished yet, but I would use this as a lip liner sometimes, and I would also use it as an eyeliner, but I would just deepen it up with a different shade. That's it right there. Mine felt almost kind of waxy. It didn't really feel like it was an opaque pencil, so I probably won't pick up any more of the PowerPoint eye pencils from MAC. And then the other item that I was not able to finish was out of my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. I was just trying to finish this first shadow right here, which is Foxy. That's it right there. And I was able to clean out all of the shadow from the top all the way down to the bottom there. You might be able to see it a little bit better right there. So I just have a little bit left in here. This is pretty much a little bit more yellow than my skin tone, but I can use this to set underneath my eyes. I can also use this just to run over the top of any eyeshadow primer or anything I put down. So I don't see this one hanging on for too long, but I wasn't able to finish that one off. I came kind of close, but it's still hanging on. Now I'm going to go through and show you the items that I have finished up previously. I will link all of my previous updates and my intro video down in the description box in case you wanted to go back and follow my progress. But the first item that I finished off was my Tarantino lip gloss. This was in the shade Cabochon, and I only have one more of these lip glosses left. I finished off 2 of them so far. So that is what the inside of the container looks like. I took the stopper out. I also have a video on that, which will be linked down there below, but I got everything out of here, and I actually really do like the formula of these lip glosses, but I don't know how easily available they are to purchase anymore. I know when they first came out and when they were available at Sephora, they were $19, but I only marked these as $8 because I picked this up. I think I picked this up from Nordstrom Rack and it was at $8. So that's what I'm marking this guy as. And then I had the L'Oreal Silky Sheer BB Tinted Face Lotion. This has an SPF of 50. And my markings were on the side here. This one didn't take very long to use up at all. It's a really thin consistency, but it has a little bit of a tint to it, but a really high SPF, so I love this thing. I've already repurchased another one of these. These retail for $11. Then I had the Bonne VitaGloss 02 lip gloss. They call it a lip gloss, but it's really a lip balm with a shiny finish. And this one's in Watermelon Wellness. This was sent to me from Andrea from Dolled Up Daisy 24, so I've used that up entirely. I'm not going to scoop out the inside of this lip balm. I liked it, but I didn't like it that much. So I believe these retail on the Bonne website for $4, so there's that guy. I also had the MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and this one was in NW15. I actually haven't went back in and cleaned out the last little remnants of it. Occasionally I would use this underneath the eyes to kind of combat any dark circles, but this one actually worked the best for any spots that I had on the face or anything. So while I did enjoy it and I'm happy that I used it up, I'm definitely not going to be purchasing another one of these in the future. There was the Rimmel Just Let It Go Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. You can see my markings on the back here. In between each mark is a 2-week period. Even though this was cheap and it's available at the drugstore, I felt like I had used so much of this eye makeup remover to get my makeup off at night that I definitely would not look into this brand for remover in the future. So I don't know. It did work. It was functional, but I just felt like I flew through this. Oh, and by the way, these are $4 at Walmart. I also had the MAC lipstick. This is the Viva Glam Gaga lipstick. There is a swatch of that right there. It was just a really light pink shade. When I picked this up from the MAC counter, it was $16. I know that MAC has since increased the prices, but since that's what it was when I paid for it, that's what I'm marking this one as. And finally, the last item that I had finished off was my Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy perfume. There were my markings there. This is just a 1 fluid ounce bottle, but I started down there, so I didn't have a full fluid ounce to work through, but this does retail for $52, and while I do love this scent, it's incredibly sweet and it's easy to get sick of the scent in a short period of time, so I'm gonna hold off on picking up another one of these in the future, but I really did enjoy it and I'll probably have another one. As of the last update, I had used up $114 worth of products, so when I add in the $53.50 for these 3 products, it comes out to be $167.50 that I've used up so far. I will go ahead and add this up. I'm keeping a tally of all the makeup and perfume that I use up this year, only those products, so I'm going to add that into the mix, and I'm definitely going to be jumping on board with the Finish 9 by New Year's challenge. I was hoping that I could get in another Project Pan before the end of the year, but I just don't think there's enough time. So anyway, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.